Hi, welcome back. Certainly glad you could join me, because today's a special day. Today I have a couple of guests that I want to introduce you to. These are two little baby robins, and they're some of the cutest little rascals. Hey, oh, what you gonna do, huh? You don't supposed to eat my finger? No. We've named these two little robins after two of our camera people here. I'll introduce you. This is Kathy, because he talks all the time. And this is Richard, and we named him Richard because his hair is coming out. So, these are special little friends. And they're just as cute as they can be. They're just a couple of weeks old. And they are hungry. They're always hungry. There. So, yeah, you are so cute. So I tell you what, let's start out today and have them run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint along with me. And while they're doing that, I'm going to set these little guys down. And I'll be right with you here. Okay, we'll set him right there. Okay, today I have the good old standard 18 by 24 inch canvas, but we've done something a little bit different. So if we'll come right up here, let me show you. Now then, I've painted all of this with black gesso, and I've allowed that black gesso to completely dry. And then on top of that, I've covered it with a transparent color, and I made this color from a mixture of Prussian blue, Van Dyke brown, and sap green. And I put the Van Dyke brown there only to dull the color, and I've left this area open, and then we've covered that with liquid white, and that's good and wet. So, and all you do here is take this transparent color and just really work it in. All we're looking for is a nice, thin, even coat. That may very well be the hardest part of this whole painting. It's just to get that on there. So, now then, in here, with the same color, we want to begin putting in some basic little shapes that will indicate little leaves and stuff later on. So we take that same color and then just begin tapping in. Allow it to mix with the liquid white. See there? And already it begins giving you some very basic little shapes of some big trees that are hanging over here. And later on, we'll really enjoy that. We'll just have a good time. We'll come back and we'll put highlights, and we'll make big branches and leaves and all kinds of little things. All we're looking for now is just very, very basic shapes, just like so. This black gesso is fantastic. It does so many wonderful things. It may be one of the neatest things that I've ever invented. I don't know why it wasn't done a long time ago. It's the same as white gesso, but it's just dark, okay? Now already we have a basic shape in. Okay. Now then, let's take another 2-inch brush, and we'll make us a happy little sky in this painting. And for that, I'm going to add a small amount of phthalo blue and tap the bristles firmly. Tap them. That assures a nice even distribution of color all the way through the bristles. Now very lightly, just making little crisscross strokes, we'll just put in a happy little sky back here between those tree branches. There. And just let it get lighter and lighter and lighter down toward the horizon. Shoot, you might even go back in here and add the least little touch of alizarin crimson to your brush, just to change the flavor a little bit down in here. And we'll bring it right on down. There. Now I'm going to wash the brush, and we wash our brush with odorless thinner. Shake off the excess. And just beat the devil out of it. Then take a little titanium white. I want a bright spot right in here. There we go. And blend upward. Come down with dark color, upward with light color. Now that makes a beautiful little lavender area right in there. That's easy. Okay. Now maybe back here in our world, maybe there's an indication of just a happy little cloud or two that's floating around. So we just take titanium white on the fan brush and decide where you think maybe a little cloud lives, and we just want some little indication of some floaters that are way off in the distance. We're not going to see much of this, so don't worry about it too much. Maybe there's another one right here, wherever you want them. Just sort of make a big decision and drop them in. Take a 2-inch brush, gently blend the base of it, fluff it, just fluff it up and blend it out. Ain't that easy? We got some happy little clouds back here in the background. Now then, maybe To me, this is sort of like looking through a big group of trees, and maybe there's a scene back there. So for that, I'm going to take some Van Dyke Brown, a little Van Dyke Brown, get a little black, just mix them on the brush here, a little touch of the crimson. Be right back, a little white. There. Brown, black, a little crimson and white. Load a lot of color in the brush. Maybe you can see the indication of some nice little mountains that live way back here in the distance. There. Just take the corner of the fan brush and lay in a very basic little shape and let it blend downward, getting lighter and lighter as it works down. Very little color on the canvas. Now see, it's very simple to change and add shapes. Make them any way you want them. Any old way you want them. Now we take a 2-inch brush, grab that, and pull. Just pull it. And your brush strokes can create the illusion of highlights and shadows back here in your mountain. That easy. That easy. Now then, we'll go back into just a touch of the phthalo blue. Little touch. Maybe I'll grab the least little touch of the alizarin crimson. Okay. Now maybe there's a little lake under this mountain far away. Pull straight down. Just make a decision where you think your little lake should live. Pull straight down. Like so. And then very lightly go across. That easy. Just go right across. Maybe we'll take a little black, a little sap green. Be right back. A little touch of the white into it. Now then, maybe back in here, just touch, give a little upward push. Maybe there's just the indication of some little trees that grow right at the base of this mountain, far, far away back here in the distance. But don't get too much detail in here, or it'll ruin that illusion of distance. Now then, a little touch of the liquid white with the knife. Put the least little touch of the bright red in it just to warm it up a little. Least little touch, so you don't want to set it on fire. Pull it out flat, cut across. Now then, we'll go right up in here and just put the indication of a little water line back here. Just a little light area in between these darks. Make everything sparkle and just come alive. There. Isn't that something? Very nice. Very easy. And it's fun. You know, we get letters every day from people who have they have discovered what it is to paint and how much fun it can be. I get letters from people that tell me that they had retired maybe from their job and thought they wasn't going to have anything to do, and just by accident they happened to find the show and they decided to try it, and son of a gun, they got hooked. They got hooked and opened a whole new world to them. Just absolutely a whole new world. And you can do that too. If you haven't tried this, you should give it a try. Okay, I've mixed some Prussian blue, some sap green, a little brown, and a touch of alizarin crimson to make a very dark color. Now then, we'll just use the old fan brush. What the heck? Now see, when we did this black gesso, when we put the original black gesso on, we had a basic idea of what we was going to do, but that's all, just a basic idea. So now we can begin adding all these little details. This is where you have to make decisions. Maybe there's some little evergreens that live right here. Maybe it's sort of over a hill and you're just seeing the tops of them. I don't know. Just make a decision and drop it in.